Okay, let's talk about how to go about investing in your first fix and flip. Either either fix and flip or long-term investment on a property that's been neglected. Let's say neglected to be polite. Um, I have been in a handful amount of homes, and my family has actually done a handful amount of jobs for people who are looking to do fix and flips. We've done a couple long-term investments, and these are the things that I picked up as one as a realtor, and two actually working on these homes as a contractor. Um, One, build your relationships early. Relationships for business in general is key. I think the saying is you can't get rich without making friends, which is damn near true, at least in every situation I've encountered or encountered someone that has built up a sizable amount of money. It's just having that relationship with your contractors, having a relationship having a relationship with good contractors, having a relationship with a good real estate professional, agent, or of some other mean, because they help you understand what you're going to need and what you need to do. A real estate agent will help you understand what's a good price to buy the home for, what's a good price that will probably sell after all the improvements have been done on it, and really calculate the numbers. If it's a good agent, they'll help you calculate the numbers for a long-term investment. If it's like a relatively new agent or inexperienced, they may not be able to tell you what you're looking for a long-term investment. But if you have a good agent, they'll be able to break it down for you. I can break it down for you, and just working those numbers with your agent, the before and the after. Now, on the contracting side, a good reason to have a great relationship with the contractor is those numbers. Not just because the numbers for how much it actually costs to do and materials and labors. It's just once you have that relationship ready and the contractor knows you're reliable, you'll earn their business so quick they won't even hesitate to give you an estimate. I've gone out to do estimates for people that I'm just building a relationship with, and I can just tell from the jump that they're shaky. Like, some guy wanted to do damn near a full reno on a 1,300 square foot single family home, and his budget was 30,000. I didn't even have to see the home, and I told him over the phone, I was like, look, I'm gonna send you an estimate, but 30,000 is not where we're gonna be at. 30,000 barely covers labor for the condition home you're describing, and it's just helping reel those expectations in. Because this is big money, you want to make sure like you're moving big amounts of money around. You want to make sure that your investment is worth it. So that's why you build your relationship with contractors, to know the type of work and quality work you're going to get after, how much they're going to charge you, and if it's a fair price, and more importantly, the relationship they have, because not a lot of people give that thought. But contractors, having a good relationship with the contractor isn't the only thing you need to worry for. It's also having a relationship with good contractors that have relationships with other either subcontractors or people from the county, to make sure you get those permits on time and the subcontractors work's not shoddy. So that's really what you're looking for when you're building relationships with agents and contractors. Now, it's knowing your area. A lot of wise investors have told me, stay within what you know. It's nice, you hear a deal across, states or this and that, but the reality is you want that asset so you can keep eyes on it yourself, and you know how that market performs. Someone that I'm actually working with right now, he's told me the same thing, is I'd rather buy something that's close to another one of my investment properties, just because I can keep that close. It's a lot easier in the head, and if there's a problem with it, you don't have to pay someone to go out. He can go out and see it himself. It's just those little things save you money. Right? His thermostat or something was wrong. I went with him, and I was telling them, like, this is an easy fix, but if you lived in a different state, getting someone out here that you trust is still going to charge you. Like, I hate to say it. Some contractors might not charge you if you have that good of a relationship, but I hate to say it, they will charge you. Like, that's a cost. For us as a contractor, that's a cost. And people don't understand that. They're like, oh, but you're going to go look at it. But if we have to sacrifice our time being somewhere to go see something else, that's taking time from our day from things we could be doing to make money. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. Now, one of the unspoken things about building a relationship with a good contractor is pricing. We have given price reductions on people that we work with just because how much either business they give us or how much business they bring us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's a business. It's a servicing business, right? Someone has a need or a problem, we go fix it. But if they either give us a lot of referrals or they use us routinely for all the work around the home, we'll give them a cheaper price. But it's just the nature of it. Some contractors won't, they won't budge on their pricing. It either can be just because they're assholes, or realistically, it's just it doesn't account for it because people don't think that the contractor work is so easy, this and that, but you're not accounting for the years of experience, the quality of the work, and more importantly, getting it done on time. Because I've heard stories, I've story, I have heard stories in high school of my old art teacher telling me that she had a guy come do the flooring in her house for like 6 grand, and she's been in the sitting without flooring for 4 weeks. You ask any flooring guy, they'll finish that joint in 3 days, three days max, 2 days depending the size of the home. If it's the full home, you're just looking at a week. But building that relationship with a good contractor prevents you from that problem because, mind you, that's her own home. Living in that house for 4 weeks after paying 6 grand for just subfloor. God knows how long it took. I don't know. That was years ago. I would love to check with my old art teacher to see if that ever got done for a reasonable manner. So I would always advise on not cheaping out on contractors, even though it seems like they charge an arm and a leg. Uh, but yeah, for your fix and flips or your long-term investment, like rundown properties, those two relationships are key. Other things to look at, or yeah, those two are key. And then knowing your area, invest in where you know. And more importantly, knowing what is worth investing in. Like we all know, single family homes and townhomes are the bread and butter of the DMV, right? Any single family home here in Northern Virginia usually is going about $500,000 or more. You look at Fredericksburg, you can find a couple under four, but not a whole ton, and they're not big ass homes either. And it just gets more expensive the more north you go. Now, the tricky one that not a lot of people know is condos. Condos, or of anything of that matter, those are trickier investments because they just don't appreciate as much. And having someone understand that and bring you to that reality is the truth. Like I was working with another contractor to bring them a deal that we had found on the market, and it's good. The numbers look good, but just not what they were asking for. After a little bit back and forth, I found my number with the contractor that he was comfortable submitting at, and realistically, what to win the offer, realistically, what we could have done to win the offer and still come out on top to make sure he got a healthy return, and was good. Yeah, so condos don't appreciate as much, and we went to go see this rundown condo in Woodbridge, and for what we were submitting an offer, it's better than what most people would have offered, especially because he was the contractor who's going to do the work himself. But still, it's not. The numbers weren't working because of the area. Yes, the condos in that area were selling for, let's say, 220, 230, right, months ago. But right now the market's been shifting, right? We're seeing something a little different, and condos have been sitting on the market a lot longer, even if they're priced right. It took a while for a couple condos to sell that I know of, in Alexandria. Actually, funny enough, they were both in Alexandria, I think now. They just took a while to sell. They were priced right, but they weren't selling because it's not what people are looking for, especially with all the news that the economy, this and that. So I had to have that hard conversation with the contractor up front. I was like, if we buy this for X price, don't think we're gonna get 220 for it, 230. I don't want you to, come back to me and be like, John, you said that if we buy this and this and do all this, and then we can sell it for 230 and it'll be gone. No, it's just that's not what condos are looking for, because it takes a certain type of person to buy that condo. So it's about setting yourself up right, and having a good agent that understands how the market's moving is essential. Unfortunately, we didn't win that offer because the seller is actually looking to sell at a highly unreasonable price, and even the listing agent, was frustrated when I called him. He was like, "Man, I know I don't know what to do to bring this guy back down to earth. And it's just like, you should have done it from the beginning. You got to have those hard conversations from the beginning, or else you run into that problem where it starts heading forever. And now I don't even know if he sold it. I don't think he sold it. He might give him. I actually might give him a call today. See if he'll still take my offer. I mean, I'll submit it again. Yeah, having an agent that understands all that and staying in the areas that you know is essential for that.